Hello! Are you guys following the book? Hope you guys are. If you are, make sure that whatever you're working out on today, that you go your hardest. All right. If you show up to our workout tonight, all right, we'll make sure of that. All right. Hopefully you guys are improving. But let's get started today with some workout stuff. All right. We are going in. Why do I appear so low? Nah, I need to make myself bigger, man. Seriously, dude. This is ridiculous. All right, I'm a lot bigger in real life. There you go. That's a lot better. All right, but yeah, we are going in Broomfield today. We're also going in the Aurora area / Centennial at Canyon Creek Elementary. And then on the Broomfield side, we're somewhere in there. I mean, seriously. All right, we are at, let me see. We are Canyon Creek for one area. And then at my side, we're at Westlake Middle School. All right. It might be low numbers today because it's a Friday. It's after Halloween. That stuff happens. Make sure that you bring the energy. All right? If you're not bringing the energy, that's on you. All right. And in terms of what you do or what you don't like, this might be very, very important for you. All right. Because as I get to know people, the better players usually like more things, and the worst players usually like less things. For instance, the better players will be like, oh, I don't mind sprinting, while the worst players will be like, oh, I hate sprinting. And then the better players will be like, oh, I like lifting weights. The worst players will be like, oh, yeah, I hate lifting weights. You start to add it up over time to where you get to our list of things that will make you great on our trajectory page, and you see that you don't like any of these things. All right, you go up here and you're like, yeah. Let me fill out this whole thing to see what level you got me at, whether I'm gonna make the NBA or not, right? But then when you scroll down far enough and we tell you what to do every single day, you're like, oops, I don't like that, don't like that. I like playing games. There goes one point for me. All right, do I like to do the workout card? Nah. Do I like to do the skill workouts? Nah. Do I like to do the daily challenges? Nah. Do I like to watch film? Nope. Do I like to post the monthly homework? Nah. So then you start to scroll down to the other stuff and you're just like, oh, so what happens now? What happens to my road to the NBA? What does that equate? What is that, projection algorithm? But then you're like, well, you don't know everything, John. I could make it on the stuff that I'm doing. What are you doing? Are you doing these things? Are you not? All right. With the road to the NBA, are you on the road? Or are you just on the side watching others pass by you? Okay. So if you don't like all these things, this probably isn't for you. Or you can trick yourself into liking it because it's not about what you like. It's about what you want in the end, especially. Not what you want today, but what do you want in the end, especially. And for those of you guys who are headed to tryouts, all right, you headed to tryouts for high school, all right, I got some news for you. You might not make it, all right, or you may not make the team that you want to make it to. And what happens when you fail? All right, what do you do when you fail? Most kids, what they do is they quit. They just go, oh, then I'm not going to try as hard. Well, what does that say to the coach that cut you? That says to him, I was correct. I knew it. Look at that kid. He's a quitter. Because if you cut Michael Jordan, oh no. He's going to go out and work every single freaking day. Same with Kobe Bryant and stuff like that, right? Those guys are winners. And you want winners on your team. So when he cuts you, are you going to be acting like a winner or like a loser? How will you behave? How will you react? Same thing holds true with like a job. Let's say that your job thought, man, you're really, really volatile, dude. You're kind of crazy. We're going to fire you. And then you went insane and started burning down the building. They would be like, told you. This is what we're talking about. Or maybe your girlfriend breaks up with you and says, you're just not a nice guy. And then all of a sudden you're like, I understand. That's cool. Anyways, I got you these flowers anyways. Have a nice day. And then you go about your life and you're like the nicest person ever. Then she'll be like, oh, maybe you are a nice guy. Oops. How are you going to act? Because if you react to failure by shooting 1,000 shots a day, they're going to be like, dang it, we missed him. We should have picked him over someone else. Because I'll tell you this, in high school especially, no one's doing this stuff. So don't prove them right. The people that have failed you, prove them wrong. All right. And for me, I think that you guys are all great. I think that you guys have a chance to make it. All right, but prove me right. I think that it's very, very rare that many people don't have a chance But I look at you guys, and you guys are in this situation. You're in my program. Absolutely, you have a chance if you work hard at it. But me telling you that you don't have that you don't have a chance without that hard work is not an insult. It's not. It's just not. It's probably just the truth. But me telling you that you have a chance with it should be the greatest compliment of all. All right. Speaking of compliments, we got some funny stuff for you today. All right. Here's our funny stuff, and it all has to do with Halloween. All right. Here we are. Someone said that this was Steve Kerr dressed as Kevin Herter, and I was like, is that him? I guess that makes me racist. My bad. But this is just they kind of, I mean, I don't know if I'm just being stereotypical, but they look alike. That's a great Halloween costume. But how about this one right here? Having a brawl on Halloween, Malice at the Palace costume, and this is what he looks like. And I got to show you the actual picture of the actual guy is right here during the Malice at the Palace. How in the world did he get it to look that good? When I mean, the ripped shirt is nice, but the face is even good. How? Because that's his son. All right, that is his son, Ron Artest III, and he's dressing like his dad did on the infamous Malice in the Palace brawl. Where if you haven't seen that video, that is insane. People were going into the crowds. I remember I was playing basketball in college at the time, and we were walking into Madison Square Garden, and there were people above us, and it was actually scary because this had just happened. Like while I was in New York, we saw it. My mom's like, did you see the fight? I'm like, who was fighting? Like thinking like some kind of boxing match. And she goes, the basketball game. I was like, who was fighting? And she goes, everybody. It was like the coolest. I was like, really? And then when there happened to be like some kind of store that had TVs, and we were like, look, like from our bus. And it was like crazy. But yeah, it was an insane time. But awesome outfit from Ron Artest III. All right, moving on to our quote of the day. Our quote of the day today. Don't forget it. You're going to have push-ups. Quote of the day today is, let goals, not culture, define you. Let goals, not culture, define you. I know that the quote of the day for Fridays is usually pretty tough because it's so long, right? 6-day quote for the 6-word quote for the 6th day of the week. All right. Let goals, not culture, define you. We are working on our culture issue here. We are trying to fix the culture part. All right. The culture of Colorado is tough. It's a big, huge problem, right? But once we get it figured out, we're going to have people showing up at 6 a.m. for workouts. We're going to have them going hard as nose, and it's going to be everyone doing it. So when you're put into our program, you're going to be like, oh, I ain't got no chance. I got to do this. So duh. And it's going to be really easy. But even then, I'm going to be like, wait a minute, rewind. Why weren't you doing that before? You're like, because everybody wasn't doing it before. It's like, you're always going to be less than. Because everyone's speeding up except for you. You're still going less than everyone. Everyone else sped up, so they're going to lift you up. Great. But you should have been lifted up before. You should be the one causing the culture. You should not be the one defined by the culture. All right? So you should be defined by your goals. If your goals are the NBA, who cares what culture is? I don't care if you're in the middle of Iowa. You just work out balls to the wall harder than everyone else. So that's the quote of the day. Let goals, not culture, define you. Don't forget that, please. All right. Our next up, we got our workout, what we're doing for the future, what we're doing today. We got +7, -7 coming up. All right. Next Monday. All right. So work on that stuff. You can find it on our website. All right. Where is our website? Right. Where is it? Right here. Here's our website. All right. On our website, you can scroll down to where it says homework. All right. And then you can scroll down to where it says drill demos. If you click there, you can type in any drill that you want, and then it comes up. The word any, is that word in there? The word ball? How about that? All right. Yeah, whatever kind of drills that you type in, they'll just come up like that. And then you get to click them and you get to watch the video for those particular drills. All right. So understand that and then do that. And then you want to film at least 5 minutes worth. Film at least 5 minutes of you trying the drill at home. Per drill for all 6 drills, and then you post it to our website. That's your homework, guys. All right, blindfold dribbling is one of those things. The rhythm drill, scissor ladders to shots, flare repeat to shots, interior cuts and passes. And when you do this and you show up to the actual workout, you're going to be that much better because you're going to be prepared where everyone else just isn't going to be as prepared. We won't have to talk to you for as long. We're just going to be doing some stuff. All right, so make sure you guys are doing the homework. If you do the homework and you post something, post anything right now, but we'll make it harder later. Then you'll get out of a run. So we're adding a little bit of extra like push for that, okay? The stuff that we're doing today, we got bank shots. All right, dribbling in from the 3-point line on the lane line, dribbling to the side, to the angle, and shooting a bank shot. Then we got 0, 1, 2, 4 touch middle. That's touch in the middle of the court and then sprinting for an elbow jumper. All right, and if you make it, you get 1 point. No, make that 2 points. If you make it, you get 2 points. If you miss it, you get 1 point. But as you're sprinting from the middle and you sprint to the 3-point line, if you pull up for a 3 and you make it, you get 4 points. If you miss that, you get 0 points. So it's kind of like a gambling game. We play the game to 32, see whoever finishes first, all right? But you make sure that you sprint. You can walk back, I guess, or jog back, but sprint toward the shot or it doesn't count as a shot. Pick and roll split to drive. That's if they overforce you to the screen until we slip in the middle. This should be rare. You should not be going down the middle. All right, it's called fool's gold for a reason, but there's occasionally times when you can split the middle, and this is how you do it. All right, where you throw the ball through with your leg, and then you explode out of that with no extra dribbles. Heads, tails. This is the only one that I don't have video for. Stand in the middle of the court with your hands out. All right, and your hand is over their hand, and then the coach will flip a coin, or in my case, I have a coin on my phone. Flip it. We'll tell you heads or tails. If it's heads and it's your way, you turn around and run. They'll try to chase you. If you can get away, you get a point. If they catch you, you get they get a point. But either way, finish the run. You guys run back, go to the middle. If you chose the wrong way when you first heads or tails it, then you have to do a push-up when you get back, just to enforce you to do this. Make sure that you're not making up stuff, that you're not trying to guess which way it is. You want to react. All right, your mind has neurons in it, and the neurons are connected to each other. As you react with a certain like stimulus, you begin to create a habit. By creating a habit, the two neurons speak to each other and they start to form myelin, which make them speak to each other easier. All right, we want to incite this myelin to grow so that your reaction time is better and better, so you can get loose balls, so you can get rebounds, so you can play better defense, so you can react better on offense. All right, so make sure that you're not cheating this game and react as fast as you possibly can. Last two are chair dips and knee jumps. All right, those two things are pretty straightforward, pretty easy, but let's watch some video on all of them. Next one. Next one. It's got over forces, and you show it's like this. Top, there. I take this ball, take that foot, and I throw the ball through it like that to protect it. And then before I touch the ball, I explode like this with a 1-2 step, showing it like this, all together. Then over here, cross over, and go 1-2, like that. Done. I was so athletic back in the day. Dang. Chair dips. If you can't do that, put your feet down. Knee jumps. So those are all the drills. We can have you guys do the chair dips and the knee dips and possibly even the heads and tails stuff in between the other drills, and we can even repeat them to make the workout as long and as hard as we can, because those three things will make your body better. The first three things will make your skill better. So make sure that you're focused on all of them, but we can make practice as hard as easy as we need to. We're going to make it hard today, guys. All right, just giving you the heads up. All right, next thing we got our homework. Who's been posting the homework? All right, you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. So we can't believe you until you post that homer. All right, we got the masses with says scissor dribbles. Blake Bastani still posted some homework. Nice job. Blake Bastani is in Connecticut or no, New Hampshire or something like that. Lincoln posting. I see you, Lincoln. Weston right there. Great job. Again, don't just post to get out of the runs. Post to actually improve. All right. Is that Joey right there? What up, Joe? Joey, Joe. All right. We got our movies for the month. All right. Our movies for the month are as follows, okay? I'm going to tell you all the movies, and then we're going to watch a few of them, not watch the entire thing, of course. But you're supposed to watch a movie per month. Make sure you guys are actually doing this because it'll inspire you to go further. If you're like, I don't like movies, just do it. All right, it's one of the things that we ask you for you to do. All right, so for the movies of the month, we got first graders. You're watching The Rookie. It's a baseball movie. It's a pretty good movie. Second grade, We Are Marshall. Third grade, Radio. Fourth grade, Secretariat. Fifth grade, Rudy, baby. Sixth grade, Without Limits. Seventh grade, Sixth Man. Eighth grade, The Water Boy. Ninth grade, The Pride of the Yankees. 10th grade, Sugar. 11th grade, The Fighter. 12th grade, Varsity Blues. That's your list of movies for the month. Make sure you guys watch them at some point in time. I'm letting you know that because it's the first day of the month. And we'll go over the first three movies for you. The first one is, this movie's called The Rookie. All right. It's a true story of a guy who made it to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Sorry to give up the ending, but yeah, he was a teacher and he was like coaching the high school team, and they asked for him to throw a ball, even though his like rotator cuff was like sore and he was like injured and he couldn't like ever play again. But it had been like years. He was like 40 years old, and he threw a pitch, and they were like, "Holy smokes!" like that. And that's the one that you see right here. And he basically, as an old man, decides to try to get back into it. I don't think he was 40. I think he was like 32, but still. And he actually like gets a tryout in the majors and everything like that. And this guy was like pretty famous for a few years in the actual Major League Baseball. The movie, I'll give it 44 stars out of 50. That was a very, very cool movie. I saw it in the theater. You guys should watch that movie, especially if you're a first grader out there. Next movie we got is We Are Marshall, a second grade movie. I do not know how this snuck into the second grade movies. This is the saddest movie. Okay, it's super sad, but I mean, yeah, it's pretty inspiring, I suppose, too. Basically, this is another true story of a plane crash that killed half of a football team. All right, and and they had to like try to play the season still. They were like, "What should we do?" All right, obviously hitting this guy in the shoulder was one of the things that the coach did, and he's like, "My shoulder's okay," because his shoulder was really jacked up, so he hit him. That would get you excommunicated from any team right there, coach. For that, I'm going to give it 46 stars because it's a pretty good movie still. All right, second graders, watch that movie and get ready to cry. Next movie we got is Radio. Oh, my God. This is the most heart-wrenching movies list I've ever seen so far. But yes, Radio is about a special needs kid who wanted to help coach, or not like coach, but wanted to help with the high school football team. Some kids made fun of him, obviously. Some kids loved him, obviously. And this is like his journey through that. It's a very interesting movie. I liked it. I'm going to give it 43 stars out of 50. All right. If you third grade and you watch this movie, it definitely helps you out, like understanding where different types of people are different types of ways. All right. It's a nice look at it. Cuba Gooding Jr. does an amazing job as this kid. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. Very, very neat. All right. That's all my time for that one. Let's get to our trivia question today. Trivia question today is... easy question. All right. What did Wemby go as for Halloween? That's the question. As easy as that sounds. And last year he was what was he last year? I don't know. I forgot. Something really skinny. Obviously. But what did Wemby go as for Halloween this year? If Taylor or Vaughn answer the question, it's over. They win for the month. They win the $50 coin. If anyone else answers, they get to catch up to them. Messias has 3 points. Austin has 1. Ronnie has 1. I believe Mello has 1 as well. All right. You have until the end of the show to answer this question. What did he go as for Halloween? Now, I've seen what he went as. I do not know what that thing was. All right, so you'll be telling me something. That's it right there. It is No Face. Oh, Suave barely missed it. Yeah, that is it. Is that like an anime thing or something like that? I mean, educate my old self. But yes, I saw Maxon get it first. So that means that you, Austin, now have 2 points. You have a chance to catch them. All right, congratulations. I'm adding that right now to Austin. Maxon, you are now at 2 points. And if you wanted to see it, I guess you can see it right here. All right, so this is Wembanyama, and this is what he went as for Halloween. Right there behind my head. Ah, I see him. All right, but yeah, that would be, I guess he's called No Face, yes. And this is what he went as last year. Slender Man is that guy's name. What will he do next year? Probably, what else is long? Who else is like long? I don't even know. I don't know. But yeah, let's watch the breakdown for the day. All right, the breakdown for the day. Who is this starring? All right. Oh yeah, there it goes right there. So here we go. So the breakdown for the day is this running jumper. All right, someone's like, this is the future here. This is the future. All right, and all I've seen are a whole bunch of bricks, but Wembanyama does it. LeBron's trying to do it right there. They're practicing this. Buddy Hield did it. They're practicing this shot, and it's easier to throw up. I will admit that. It's an easier shot because your body has momentum. Your leg being kicked out probably fights the defender off as well. Should you shoot this shot? It's probably quicker. If you can get good at any shot, I say go ahead if you want to practice the shot. If you throw this shot up 1,000 shots a day or 100 shots a day even, and you feel like shooting in a game, absolutely. Where I don't want this is just you shooting it out of nowhere. The game is an evolving, creative game. I do not mind stuff like this. All right? I'm not going to be the coach back in the 70s to be like, hey, Pistol Pete, stop going behind your back. All right? No, the game evolves. So if this is a shot that you can hit, that you've seen yourself hit in countless hours of practice, please do it in the games. I just need you working on stuff. All right? But, you know, if I happen to be from LA and you happen to be a player on my team called the Lakers, and you're breaking that shot in a game that we end up losing by a couple of points, LeBron, maybe you don't do it. Maybe LeBron, maybe you can just slow your roll down and stop lifting up your leg and shooting running jumpers. I don't know. But who knows? He might get good at it, but I know that you can't keep teaching old dog new tricks. All right? At least that's what they say, right? He is definitely an old dog. All right? That was the breakdown for the day. Let's check out the story of the day. See what that's all about. Look at the process of kids going to school every day. At some point in time, they most definitely hit a wall. But since the law says they must continue to do so, they continue to go. And then one day something magical happens. They begin to enjoy themselves. Getting burnt out is merely a temporary state of mind. All right, so I know this firsthand, dude. I've been doing basketball since I was like fourth grader, I think, something like that. Third grade, I don't know, fourth, fifth. And I have not stopped. I played in college. I played professionally. Afterwards, I started working in basketball. Now I do it every single day of my life. There are definitely times, probably like 3 times, 4 times a year, where I am spent. I'm like, I can't go any longer than this. But there's also that many times in life when I say that too. Just in general, you just like be like, oh, again. And if I had worked a regular 9-to-5 job, I know I would be thinking that all the time. But I know that human beings are capable of so much. And I've seen moms wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning because they're a single parent, and they take the subway across town, and they drop their kid off at daycare, go off to work for like 9-10 hours, come back, figure that out, go like this, and then repeat it all over again all the time, and they survive. All right, and we survive. We survive school. School is way harder than basketball. Would you rather do basketball or do school? All right, yet whenever we are about to burn out or something that we have a passion for, we're like, oh, I might as well stop it before I don't love it anymore. Okay, no, if you don't love it because it was hard for a second, you didn't really love it to begin with. All right, the things that you love in life, the people that you love in life, they're gonna have their ups and downs. All right, it's bound to happen. All right, don't worry about burning out so much. You can worry about like getting injured and things like that. Absolutely. All right. Where, but you learn from the schools. You learn from like work and jobs and stuff like that. You learn that after a while, your body recoups. Your body just gets used to it. The mind is an amazing thing. All right. So don't discount that. If you feel like not going, just keep going. and your body will be like, I've adjusted now. I'm good to go. I mean, it's just like that. And when we took school away from everybody, that was the most hilarious thing in the world to me during the pandemic. Not that people were dying, but that people were begging for school. They're like, I just want to go. Let's go. Oh, you guys were on Zoom. I remember watching you guys on Zoom, crying, and the media going, oh, why are they taking school from us? Because you really do love school. Even though you have to wake up and take tests and do quizzes because your friends are there. All right, it took that much. So what about for basketball? And you're going to hate it. Why do I have to run? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? Then you get an NBA contract. I bet you like $10 million a year. All right, so start to weigh those things out. Start to think about it. And it may not be $10 million a year. It may just be you making varsity and being the best player at your school. All right, that's good enough. Go for that. All right. Anyways, moving on to our challenge section. And we got a whole bunch of challenges for you guys, okay? They're all in the challenge section. One is the trajectory thing, the history of hoops right there. Chinese bamboo challenge. There's a whole bunch of different challenges. Why you should be doing those, all right? We actually have one assigned to each team, all right? So we're trying to make it easy, okay? But you can always look through our challenges and pick one that's based off of the month, or one that's based off of the day of the month, or one that's based off of your own grade level. Because I think it says like 1 through 12 for some of them, right? Do some kind of challenge almost every single day. But if you have the book tells you exactly what challenge to do based off of your grade level, okay? But with that said, here, if you happen to be doing the book, I'm going to tell you guys what your challenge is for today, okay? And if you happen to be doing it, this is no surprise because some challenges last throughout the month, okay? So if you are a first grader out there, you should be beginning day 1 of the 2-minute 2-ball dribbling challenge. All right, follow along with the 2-minute video. It's on our website. You can from ball handling dribbles. It's for 2 minutes. Come on, first graders. All right, second graders, take on day 30 of our 2-minute 2-ball dribbling challenge. You guys are on the same thing. Okay, so that's cool. How about third graders? Third graders, day 27 of our 4-week weekly improvement. Okay, the weekly improvement is one of the best challenges ever because that's how you should see things. You should say, all right, let me pick a bad thing I did every single day of the week. Then the following week, you do each of those 7 bad things for 4 minutes apiece before you get to practice. And you just do that for 28 minutes. Like you get to practice early and you just work on each of those 7 things that you sucked at for every day of the week, the previous week. And you just work on those things. That mentality should be what you have for everything. You should be like, oh, what should I work on today? The things that I'm bad at. Duh. All right. Fourth graders, you're taking on day 30 of the homework assignment, which is the Nash drill. I think the Nash drill finished up yesterday. All right. So this month we have a new drill. All right, and then you can see what that is on our website. We have a different monthly homework for every month. For November, I don't know what it is for November. You guys have to look that up yourself. It's on the homework page. All right. Fifth grade, continue with day 30 of the John Stockton Hall of Fame workout to assist you with your point guard skills. Sixth grade, take on day 60 of 100 of the Prio Brachovanie challenge. That's a whole bunch of stuff for the 6th graders. Seventh grade. Where are you at? I take on your 10-month Chastain challenge. After completing a month, choose a different 5 items to do for the following month. All right, 8th graders take on day 30 of the homework assignment, the Nash drill. 9th graders do day 30 of the dribbling dojo. 10th graders do the 2-minute 2-ball dribbling challenge. 11th graders, you're doing day 30 of the homework assignment. And then 12th graders, you're doing day 30 of the 10-minute drill. The 10-minute drill is something that you can look good at doing a whole bunch of stuff real quick. It takes about 15 minutes to look good in front of college coaches. And it's a routine. It's very, very hard. Some people have done it before. If you send it out to college coaches, being able to do it is amazing. All right, it's what any college person would be able to do. You guys can try that anytime. But for you 12th graders out there, you should have been doing it this entire time. That's about my time. Speaking of time, all right, the quote of the day. that you should remember now is let goals, not culture, define you. I'll see you guys at the workout. All right. I'll be in Broomfield. JG will be in Centennial. Let's go as hard as we possibly can. All right. We have no games this weekend. We do have games the following weekend. So heads up for that. Hope you guys aren't all candied out too, man. Seriously, though. Seriously. Bring me some candy to practice, please. All right. I love Sour Patch Kids. Thanks a lot, you guys. Talk to you later. Peace out.